Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Rooted in the Divine. Today we are going to be doing a self-care routine for the Taurus. So I will pull 3 self-care cards and then we'll pull one spirit animal. We'll pull a spirit animal card to close it out and kind of see what's going on there. But how are you I'm gonna say this morning. It ain't the morning right at this particular moment. How are you? Whenever you're seeing this, because it could be the morning, could be afternoon, could be, whoa! Okay, well that was entirely, I dropped a stack, so. That was on me there. All right, so we'll pull 3 cards and we'll see what you need to know to build your self-care routine for the week or the month, whichever you prefer. Woo! All right, well, there we go. Oh, okay. Well, looky here. That's interesting, huh? I mean, hey, good stuff, right? Good stuff. And this doesn't have to mean what you think it means either. I mean, it could be this. That's always, if you're married and you're, an adult, that's always great, right? That can be fun. Love that. But even if you're not partaking in this bit, there's still creative juice and energy. Even without me reading it, I already know. It's like, you don't have to have and partake in this to partake in pleasure or being creative when you're feeling an arousal going on. So drinking tea, that's pretty awesome. Setting the intentions and syncing with the moon. Very cool. Tapping into your inner knowing. This is pretty interesting. I'm curious to see. No visuals for this one though. You know how I say, let me know what you're gonna do. You don't have to let me know for this one if you don't want to. I completely get it. Okay, this is beautiful. So, the first card we're gonna read. Isn't that a cute card, though? Like, it's a nice looking card. It's a nice card. Okay, so, first one. Mantra. I am experiencing the cosmic orgasm. That's beautiful. Good gravy. Could you imagine if you could really tap in and really just let yourself feel that immense pleasure and that cosmic orgasm? Ooh, I want one of those. I want one of those. Let me know if you can tap into that juicy energy. Okay, let's read it. It says, there is a deep well of joy, bliss, and healing available to us through sex when it is treated as a sacred experience of divine union. 1,000%. To achieve the deepest states of pleasure and connection, we must have an open heart and body, trust, and be able to hold the frequency of pure essence. Now, isn't that interesting too? Because if you really dig down to it and you really stop and think for a minute, if you've partaken in having an intimate relationship with somebody, and if you've had multiple partners, and if you stop and you think in those moments, even if you're with somebody right now, stop and think, are you really being vulnerable? Are you really letting your guard truly down? Or do you still have shit running through your head? You know what I mean? Are you still, I don't like that position because how am I going to look in that light? Or how is this going to look? Are they going to like this? Am I doing this right? Is this? You're in your head more than you're in your body in the moment, relaxing and letting go. Pay attention to that, because I noticed too that I wasn't. I haven't. I never have. I'm just learning how now to tap in, and and I've been married for 14 years now. Yes, 14. I think it's 14 years. Yeah. So I'm just learning now to relax and let go and start to really trust, and it's because I'm doing inner work. So that is true. It says, tune into your body's innate wisdom to uncover what kind of sexual experience or lover you would like to call in. Through this reflection, acknowledge your sexual history and be honest with yourself about any limiting beliefs, blocks, or trauma you need to work through. If there is a lot to unpack here, you may need to seek support of a professional. Wow, this is very good. As you grow comfortable exploring your own body and your lover's body, as well as expressing your unique essence, desires, and emotions, you will find additional layers of pleasure. Sex is one of the most incredible ways to cultivate your potent life force energy, also known as Kundalini or Shakti, which you can channel into all areas of your life. So the journal prompt, what kind of sexual experience would you like to call into your life? And like it was saying too, it's in all areas, so it's not just sex, that's the creative energy, the life force. What do you want to call in into that? And this might be like, the card came up, so it is what it is. Like self-exploring, like it said too, like what are your limiting beliefs? Is there any attachment to any of that? And remember, don't judge yourself for it. Even your past, if you're like, well, I've decided I'm not sleeping with anyone else and I'm going to save myself until I get married. You're perfectly allowed to do that. Do not judge yourself because of things that you've done. You get to turn over a new leaf and be the person that you want to be. So just know that that is available to you. And own it. Own it. You get to turn a new leaf, you get a new chapter, and if you need therapy, don't be scared of it. Don't be scared. Welcome that in, because sometimes there's a lot of stuff to unpack in this, and it's deep down in there and we wall it off. This definitely came up a lot for me when I was in therapy. Therapy helps. So just always know that that is completely available to you. Do not be embarrassed. Do not be ashamed or anything like that. And if you do find a therapist and they don't quite match for you, find another one. Find another one. Know that you have that power, because to be able to unlock this and like truly tap in is so beautiful. That is really cool. That's something that I want to learn how to definitely tap in more. It's continual practice is really what that is, of tapping in to your ability to release, if that makes sense. Like to get out of your own way and stop judging yourself or like anything that's attached to it, especially if you have kids and you're like, oh, it has to be quick. Or we have to be really quiet, and we have to be quick and quiet. you can get yourself into a pattern and then you're like, oh, this is not really what I wanted. So kind of journal on it too, because I was definitely in that mode and I'm still working on getting out of that mode. Like getting my head out of that and saying, hey, no, this is what we're doing. I'm here in the moment. Be present and let everything else go. And when you can do that, it makes a huge difference. It's learning how to hold that pose too. That's something that takes practice. Okay, so your next one is drink tea. Love that. Drink tea. Good. Drink tea and get your journal out so you can kind of get in tune with what you got going here. Tap into what you really want. Okay, so the mantra is, I'm inspired by the wisdom of the plants and the beauty of ceremony. The preservation, preparation, presentation, and drinking of tea is an ancient ceremony, one that has a lot to teach us about the reverence and care we can show our guests and ourselves in simple moments. You can create your own personal ritual with any drink, whether it's tea, a smoothie, coffee, an elixir, or soda, with the right intention and setting. By being incredibly present in the now, feeling sincere gratitude for the drink you are consuming and savoring the flavors and sensations fully, you can elevate a simple sip into a mindful, awakened moment in your day. Make the setting where you enjoy your drink peaceful and beautiful. Take the time to venture out of your usual preferences and try a new cafe or tea shop where you can experience some different types of tea. Make an adventure out of visiting a local tea house to learn more about the history and traditions of tea ceremonies. The journal prompt. How do you feel when you drink tea or another beverage with intention? Taking the time to enjoy it without any distractions and focusing on all the flavors and feelings that arise. That's cool. So you could set an intention, even finding the right kind of tea. If you want to get in tune with this, finding the right kind of tea blend, and then getting really comfortable, lighting some candles, and getting your journal out, sipping your tea, and kind of, what do I want to do? What do I want to call in? Do I allow, like even asking yourself the question of, do you allow yourself to fully release, to fully experience, to fully enjoy what's going on? Even if you're by yourself, or even if you're not partaking in that, but you're creating, when those feelings start to arise for you, are you taking them and utilizing them in a way that suits your best needs? Like that gives you your best, there's a word and it's not coming to me. I want to say life, but it's not life. That gives you your best life. I'm just going to leave it at that because the word is not coming to me. Okay. Sync with the moon. Get closer. That's pretty cool too, because this is definitely saying to like check in, because even at this is all like deep emotional stuff. This is like, you have your foundation, and then it's like that stuff is like the next layer, and some of it ties into your foundation too. It's like getting into this, really tapping into your soul, really getting your ego out of the way, and really trying to see what's going on. So let's see what Sync with the Moon says. And the mantra: I embrace my ebb and flow, my many phases, and the cycles of life. The moon is a powerful celestial entity that reflects the flow of our cycles and the many phases we go through. Look up at the current moon phase for guidance on which energy will serve you best at this time. The new moon. Carve out the time and space to get clear on your desires and set your intentions. Write down what you want to manifest to amplify your intentions and keep track. For the waxing crescent, focus on manifesting your intentions and keep visuals around for support. First quarter, take actions to show your devotion to manifesting your intention. Waxing gibbous, celebrate the beauty of the human experience and all that is moving in your desired direction. Full moon, take note of how your intentions have manifested. Reflect with gratitude and let go of what is no longer serving you. Put your crystals and sacred belongings outside under the moonlight for recharging and cleansing. Waning gibbous, clean the house and continue releasing what no longer serves you. Third quarter, connect with the natural world and let your awareness be drawn to the divine beauty of life's cycles and timelessness. Waning crescent, cleanse the energy and reflect with gratitude on the cycle that's coming to a close. Throughout this month's moon cycle, track how you are feeling. Notice how your energy waxes and wanes and how your sexual appetite fluctuates. That's interesting. Also, if you are female and in your bleeding years, track the moon phase that's present when your menstrual cycle begins and ends. This is a beautiful exercise to do over the long term so that you can see more trends in how your cycle relates to those of the moon. Be sure to keep an eye out for local moon gatherings you can join, or if there isn't one in your area, host your own. Journal prompt. After spending a month tracking your energetic, sexual, and other cycles throughout the moon phases, what has been illuminated for you? Wow, that is really beautiful. So it's definitely giving you the invitation and saying it's time to cycle up. Time to pay attention to what's going on with your body. Time to pay attention to your intentions and focus in. So if you were to make a routine out of this, this is definitely saying for a month, track and pay attention. And also because it's talking about this too, that works. Track it. Track how you're feeling. If you don't journal, now is a wonderful invitation to start, because now you have a little bit of guidance towards where to start journaling. So that is really cool. That's beautiful. Gosh, I want to say let me know. I mean, I do. I want to know, like, if you're open to sharing, if you do some journaling, you know, like, whoop, whoa, those just flew. Those flew out. Well, give me 1 second. Oh, crackers. Okay. So we have 2. We have dragon and we have the crow. Passion and transition. That's cool. The dragon is a reminder of your strong will and fiery personality. It is also a symbol of passion and fire. You are being asked to practice self-control and be cautious so that your passion does not lead you into trouble. That's interesting. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you are changing relationships, careers, or cities. Whatever it is, the crow is a signal that you are ready to make the change. So I'll hold this up so you can see. There's the dragon. And then here is the crow. So that's pretty interesting, huh? That's cool. So, on that note, Transitions are coming. Harness that passion. But be mindful. Be mindful of the passion. You know, this is cool though. Journaling will really benefit you to kind of pay attention to this too. Like, really, how does it correlate to your cycle with the moon? Keeping track of it, like actually paying attention, and that's paying attention to your body and like really paying attention with intention, you know, because you're trying to learn your pattern. So that's really cool. Let me know if this resonates for you. Let me know where you're at with this. This is interesting. This is cool. So, on this note, have the most amazing day. I really look forward to hanging out with you on the next one. Taurus, this is for you. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.